It's always fantastic. What is that? What is that? Where's that even coming from? Where is that? Where's that coming from? That's fan-fucking-tastic. Like I'm in some sort of fucking asylum right now or a prison, which I am. Hey, what's up, y'all? I just want to talk about Ripple for a second. I think it's hilarious. I've been in Ripple since 2017 from a quarter. I never look at it. Still the same, but I put $500 into it because I didn't care what it was. When cryptocurrency, and I'll tell you the long story short, and I've told this story a couple thousand times. Buddy of mine, one of the members of our chat room, we became friendly, and he was trying to convince me to take some money and buy Bitcoin with it at $800. 800, okay? And I was like, I don't want any of that money laundering bullshit. He's like, no, it's starting to legitimize itself as more than just for money laundering and drug dealing. And again, side note, I don't know why that frightened me away from it. If the drug dealers and the pornographers are using it, you want to run. They're the ones who make all the money on the internet and in life, drug dealing and porn. I don't know what I was thinking. I really don't know what I was thinking. But this kid's trying to convince me that I got to put some money into some cryptocurrencies, right? So he's like, you got to buy Bitcoin first. And this is when you didn't have many places to buy crypto. You had to buy the Bitcoin first, use your Bitcoin to transfer it to some other account, to buy the Tron, to buy the Ripple, to buy the Doggy coin, right? And whatever, these two kids actually I was working with, I was like, just listen. I was like, I felt like I was in a donut shop, Oh, let me get some Tron, let me get some Ripple. What's this Doggy coin over here? Oh, it's actually this guy just made a coin because he had a dog. It's worthless. Opposed to the other worthless coins. So the same conversation I had in 2017 when I finally and again, this is when, hey, there he is. What's up, man? So I told this guy, I was like, listen, you want to convince me Bitcoin's legit? I'll see you. Come to my office. Next thing you know, he's at my office taking me out. I forget really some of the story because I was drinking a lot. And there he is. So fast forward all these years later, I transferred the stuff out. And again, I saw the guy, Steve, was helping me out. He's the one who bought my Tron. But the funny thing is, the same conversation we had back in 2017, fast forward 8 years later. So now I go to these conferences, with the Grateful Dead, and there's a couple of guys there. They launched, I know guys that actually shut down their hedge funds to just do crypto, which is enormous. That's a big validation that guys that have been in the business for 20 years in stock trading and hedge funds shut their businesses down and went to crypto. It's just like any other dog shit stock or any product, right? It legitimizes itself because it's a popularity contest. So here I've got a pile of dog shit. Anybody want to own it? I spread a rumor that dog shit is the new big thing to own. Fermented dog shit. You get it fresh, and then you let it sit, and it becomes more valuable. How many want? What do you want? How much dog shit you want? $2 for the bag? How about $2? $3? $5 the guy up. Five, six, seven. Oh, this guy, eight, nine. Now this pile of shit is worth $9. Welcome to cryptocurrency. As long as you convince other people to buy it at a higher price, you've got something that's going to go up, right? So if everybody thinks it's going to go up, right? It's just like artwork. Hey, look at that painting. Oh, what the fuck am I looking at? It's worth $800,000. Is it? Who the hell would buy it? Oh, this guy just offered $1 million. Now it's worth $1 million. Hey, I heard the artist is a rapist, and now that painting's worth nothing. Welcome to cryptocurrency, right? That's all it is. It's a piece of lint that somebody put a value on it and suckered people in to buy it. It's just like anything else. So Bitcoin was the first one. So that's like the Jordache jeans. I'm dating myself. That's the vintage. That's the king. That's the one that's legitimate the most. So that one goes up the most. And you have the couple of the other ones that were legitimized themselves quickly on. And again, for me, it was Tron. Like, how do you not own something electronic in a new world named Tron? I'm in. Tron, right? So Ripple, if you know, right? And there's a reason I'm wearing the hat, right? Why did I buy Ripple? What do you think? I was like, there's a coin called Ripple? Wow, that's amazing. I'm in. What does it do? Doesn't matter. I don't care. Right? So the funny thing is, we went to the Ripple conference, right? And I'm sitting there, I'm buying this thing, and I'm at this conference, and they're all talking about frictionless currency, blah, blah, blah. The guy's explaining it, he's dumbing it down. I get it. Bank transfers cost money. Ripple, you could transfer money back and forth for free. And that's how they were paying these app developers. And it was a free way to pay in small increments. Made sense, right? So I raised my hand. I'm like, but why is your coin worth something? Why isn't, if it's worth 10 cents, then you could actually use it as currency. The idea of it fluctuating devalues it as a real currency because you don't know what it's going to be worth tomorrow. So I'm not going to buy something for 5 Ripple, take somebody's 5 Ripple thinking it's worth $1 today, and then tomorrow it's worth 10 cents. I'm out $4.50 because yesterday it was worth $5 and now it's worth 50 cents. It's not real, right? So all this is, and again, the reason I'm talking about Ripple is that for some reason, this specific coin, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? This one in particular, every time I talk about it and I tell people that I own it, you don't want to own that. It's not even a legitimate coin. You don't want to own that. It's not part of the blah, blah, blah ecosystem. You don't want to own that. That's blah, 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 blah. Compared to what? The 3.7 other million coins out there that are not worth a thing that somebody believed they were worth that are going up now, and now it's worth something. You know what it's worth? Whatever anybody wants to pay for it, just like any other Ponzi scheme, just like any other pyramid scheme. It's going to be awesome until it's not. And how do you survive? How about a stop loss? Now that it's above $3, don't sell it if it breaks 3. Boom, you're in. Goes to 4. Maybe you sell some at 4 and you raise your stop to 350. Goes to 5, raise your stop to 4. Next thing you know, you're in. And that's how you do it, just like anything else. Put a price where you're willing to sell it, and then put a price where you have to sell it, right? So now that it broke out again, and it's the everything rally, and by the way, do you know about my new favorite toy is XRPT. So take Ripple, right, and multiply it by 400 billion. That's what XRPT is. So if Ripple goes up 3 cents, this thing goes $1. It's ridiculous. This is the greatest time to be a trader because every day they invent something new to leverage up on something that already exists. Soon we're going to have 10x stocks. So when your stock goes up 10 cents, this thing's going to move to $10. I mean, there's a leveraged ETF on Lucid. Why? Nobody cares about Lucid up until the last 2 days or really just today. Why would that even exist? They're just creating stuff to make more money on. So you could get, if you don't know where to buy Ripple, then you could just watch this XRPT, which is just absurd. Absurd, right? XRPT, if you don't know, just hit $29. Stocks up 31% today. So going back to this Ripple thing, right? If maybe somebody out there knows more than I do, right? And I spoke to my hedge fund guy. He's like, you don't want to own Ripple. Then I spoke to these guys, the Prometheum guys. They started their own network and their index. Same thing. You don't want to own that Ripple. Nah, it's garbage. Compared to what? The other 99.7% that are worthless pieces of garbage that do nothing. We're not going to be rippling anytime soon, probably. 20 years from now, it'll still be the same thing. Hey, what's Ripple worth? Oh, it's $80 now. What does it do? Nothing. None of this does anything. None of this serves any purpose whatsoever. We're just living in the largest casino now that's ever been created, and everybody wants in. That's why it's going up. Everybody wants in. Everybody wants in. And that's how Bitcoin was explained to me, because Bitcoin actually makes some sense because the demand is going up and Bitcoin's supply is going to be finite. So if imagine everybody on earth wants to own Bitcoin and there's only a select amount. It's going to go to 5 million. No reason to sell, right? But if a coin is out there, like a doggy coin, and they're going to keep replicating, there's no way to keep the demand ahead of the supply. There's really no reason to own this doggy coin, or the fucking people who call it Doge. Go fuck yourself. I hate that word. It's doggy coin. It'll forever be doggy coin. But if you're going to keep adding, it's like a stock doing an offering every day. Why would you want to own this thing? And it's still yet so popular that it is holding a bid. It's back to 30 cents. But you want to own something, kids? You want to own something? Why is nobody talking about Algorand? Why is nobody talking about Algo X? That's like not owning Tron. How do you not own Tron? Like if there was a cryptocurrency and I didn't know Bitcoin was the one, and you gave me the list of names, Tron's the first one I'm buying. And Algo would be the first one I'm buying, because you're talking about computerized fake money. You got to own Algo X, baby. Especially because Scaramouche. Remember we had Scaramucci on my show? He pitched us Algorand at $2.50 and said it was going to go 100x within the next 5 years. And it went from $2.50 down to 9 cents. At 9 cents, I'm like, hey, Scaramouche, I'm in. I'm in at 8.75. I'm in at 7/8 of a penny. Sorry, 7/8 of a dollar. Is that 7/8? No, 7/8 would be 8.75. Yeah, 8.75. No, 8.7. 0.87. I'm in 0.875. That's less than a dime. You know what I'm saying? So I bought some Algorand, and the stock's it's tripled already, right? I'm buying more. It's the only one I'm buying more. I haven't bought any new crypto since the Scaramucci crash and the whatever they called it, the dark winter of crypto, when everything was going to zero. I got to tell you, friends, and listen, speaking of Tron, don't forget about my pal Tron. Not the crypto. Now there's a stock, Tron. Oh, yeah. It was SRM Entertainment. Oh, yeah. And they're doing the MicroStrategy thing, which is now the new hottest thing to do to a stock. You just mentioned, we're doing that thing that MicroStrategy is doing. I guess your stock has to go 10x now. So that's what Tron's all about. Tron has got the Tron version of the MicroStrategy. And then you got, what's the other one? You got SBET doing the Solana Ethereum version of it, which SBET, obviously you guys all got paid. Thank you. You're welcome. Got you in at $12.50. Sold out today, $37. How you doing? Right? Tron, the symbol was SRM. They're not stupid. They changed the symbol of the stock to Tron. Genius. We're talking Tron here, honey. So tomorrow, when you wake up, go look at the Tron $10 calls. If this thing's under 10 and you get a chance to buy the dip, $10 calls. TRON, Tron. But if you're out there, I am still so damn curious. What the hell is the story with the anti-Ripple movement? I mean, you talk to, and this is not just one or two people. Everybody I talk to says the same thing, specifically about Ripple. Why is it so disliked? But everybody not liking it makes me like it even more. Tron to Ripple to 5, then 50, then 1,000. Let's go. So I'm probably going to be buying some more Ripple right up here at 350. I don't give a shit. But XRPT, TRON. I mean, seriously. Listen, guys, this is the time to be eating. All right? This is the time to be stuffing your face, because the trading right now, we are on tilt. And it's been this way since the May 12th power gap. I have never seen it like this before. You could just basically hit the buy, just slam the keyboard and hit the buy button. Chances are you're gonna hit 2 or 3 winners. But man, if you just stay concentrated on some of these names, have you seen what Galaxy's doing? GLXY? Let's go. Sick. I mean, it's just incredible, brother. It's absolutely incredible. Sometimes that shot go away. Sometimes that shot not go away. All the high pitched pounding and hollering. Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm cutting out early, so if you want to hang out, do it early. We're not schmoozing anymore till middle of April. I got a podcast coming out. I got the algo coming out. Lots of good stuff. Hopefully you guys have been involved, and I appreciate everybody showing up, because the more people that show up to the website, the better I trade, the better I do, and living vicariously through you guys' successes. Is really my monetary value, because I have found purpose in life, and it's worth more than anything, and you could put a dollar amount on. I have a purpose, and my purpose is to help people and let them see the folly and the psychoticness of this degenerate casino that we're living in here. Because if you start taking it too serious, you'll go broke. But irrational exuberance, baby. Right now, that's the way to be until it's not. And I don't see any reason for this market to not keep going. But when it goes, it's going to give back the big fat 10%, maybe 15. And then what? And then what? We'll buy that dip too, and we'll be on our way to the next 3.5-year bull market. And I'm telling you this, friends, we've had 2.5 corrections in less than a year. August 5th, April 7th, April 9th, and then we corrected all that. Do you think there's going to be another crash? You don't get them that often, right? You usually get a correction once every 18 months, big one, or a crash. Usually the correction becomes the crash because everybody gets scared. 20%, that's what a crash is. Correction is generally 5 to 7%, and sometimes it gets worse and it becomes a crash. But then inevitably, we base out and go higher. And now the speed of the recovery is what's the most amazing thing. So sooner or later, we're just not going to have any down days, or maybe we'll have a few down days. We won't even have any down years anymore. The down will be the up 5%. Oh my God, the market went down this year. What do you mean? It went up 5%. Yeah, I know. Isn't that terrible? That's what it's going to be like. And I think the market's about to double. And I'm not joking. I think we're going to double it in less than 3 years. So I think we're going to be looking at Dow 100,000 3.5 years from now. Easy on the Qs, 1,040. I have it projected to hit 1,040 on April 20th, 2028 at 1:43 p.m. Be there. And when we're selling SRAD at $80 that day and cashing out of the Qs over 1,000, parties at my house. All right. You guys know where I live? Well, you better. All right. I got the tent already, nitrous oxide tent. I got freaking many packets of weed, and we're gonna party. We're gonna party like rock stars, like we should. So again, take it from this bear. This is the sickest thing I've ever seen in my life. And usually this lasts longer than you could ever expect. Because I used to be on the other side of this move. Go, oh, you can't keep going up like this. I'm going to short something. And that's why it keeps going up. Because there are still plenty of morons like I used to be trying to get in its way, picking up nickels in front of a steamroller or a freight train coming at you. So remember, next time you're thinking about going short something that's not a pump and dump biotech stock, if you're thinking about shorting the market, think of 1 ball, 2 balls, 3 steel balls with spikes on it, full speed coming at your fucking head. No shorting. Q's to 606 next week. Peace.